Hey guys, it's Amazingly Adrian here, and I just wanted to film a quick video about my flight attendant interview experience. So, I've been applying for the flight attendant interview position for a while now. I actually started around, I would say December 2015, and when I first started applying, I really didn't know much about the industry, nor did I know anything about the hiring process, but boy did I learn. But when I first started applying, I think I only applied to about 2 airlines, and I filled out the application, and I did the 10-year history, sent in my resume, and lo and behold, both of the companies that I applied to sent me a video interview invitation. And I had never done something like this before in my life, where I had to actually record myself with questions that they asked me. It was a very nerve-wracking experience. And needless to say, I completed both of them. And unfortunately, I didn't get either one of those. If I look down, y'all, I have notes that I took, and so I didn't get any of those interviews. So I didn't want to, like, I don't know if I gave up, but I just kind of had a lot going on at the time, and I didn't really put it in the forefront of my mind. So I had a friend who worked for airline, and she called me and she was like, hey, I think you should apply for this company. They're having a face-to-face interview in the city that I live in, which is Birmingham, Alabama, and I think you should go to it. I said, okay, that'll be good. Yeah, I'm gonna go. So when it came around to it, I didn't get a chance to go to it because I had just started a new job, and the interview was during the week, so I couldn't, like, take off and go to it. So after that happened, I kind of got discouraged, and I was like, well, maybe it isn't for me. And that's where I was wrong. But I'll get to that part later. So I kind of put it in the back of my mind. I was like, well, maybe it's just not the time right now. So I'm a biology major, and I graduated from Alabama A&M University, and I majored in biological science. I don't know why I keep touching my hair. It's so annoying. Anyway, I majored in biological sciences, and I've always loved the human body. I love science. But so I started working in the healthcare field. I started working in the lab, and then I moved on to be a patient care tech for UAB Hospital, which is a big hospital in my city. And I started feeling like, well, I don't think I'm ready to start a master's program right now. I'm kind of over school because I have my EMT license, and I did take some classes to boost my GPA so that I possibly could get into a master's program one day, but that's another interview. That's another video. So I was like, well, maybe I should, start applying to some airlines again. So this time, I really did my research, y'all. I literally was on Google looking up all the airlines you can think of. And I ran across this website called flightattendantcareers.com. A flight attendant... Oh, I just dropped my thing. So I ran across the website flightattendantcareer.com, and I also went into the Facebook page Flight Attendant Career Connection, where inspiring flight attendants, people that are already flight attendants, they you can ask questions on there. People post success stories about how they've been applying for so long and they finally got in. People give tips. It's just a plethora of information out there. So I looked on flightattendantcareer.com, and I literally applied to every single airline on there. And all the big leagues, I got main lines, I got video interviews with, and I got some for some regional as well. So I did my 10-year work history for them, and I did my video interviews, and I actually went to 2 open face-to-face interviews, but I didn't get it, y'all. So just when I was about to say, okay, well, maybe this really isn't for me, my other friend called me and she was like, hey, I think you should apply for this airline. I just applied to them not too long ago and I got like a quick response. I was like, hey, what the hell? C'est la vie. Let's just get this done. So I decided to apply for it. I applied for it on a Thursday night after work. And I literally got an email the next day asking could they set up a phone interview with me. And of course, I was shocked. And I was like, yes. So they scheduled my phone interview for the following Wednesday. So I literally only had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday to prepare. So of course, I'm all over Google trying to figure out how this specific company, you know, does their video interview process. So I didn't find a whole lot of information, but I found out information on Indeed.com, Glassdoor, y'all. Glassdoor is going to save your life. If you are looking forward to applying for this industry, don't wait until they send you a video interview to prepare. I'm getting out of breath. Don't wait for the video interview to prepare for the interview. You need to be preparing for it now, because when you think about it, it's not just you that's applying. You are competing with 20,000 plus applicants from all over the United States. So if you prepare for it, you have a greater chance of getting it versus somebody that doesn't know what's going on. So I prepared for the video interview, and I was told to call at a certain time. So I called, and the interviewer that I was supposed to talk to, I guess she had stepped out of the office, but I had to leave a message on her phone. And yeah, I was so nervous. I was like, well, maybe they don't want to talk to me. But she called me back like 30 minutes later and was like, and it was a good conversation. We talked about the weather, and then she asked me the famous question, why you want to be a flight attendant? And I told her a genuine answer, because do not, when someone asks you, an interviewer asks you why you want to be a flight attendant, please don't say because you like to travel. Everybody and their grandma, auntie, cousin, uncle, cousin, baby daddy is going to say that. You need to have an answer that is going to stand out, that is going to set you apart from 50,000 other people that are being asked that same question. So I had a genuine answer. And we just talked and chit-chat. And lo and behold, y'all, by the interview, she told me, well, we want to fly you out to a face-to-face. Is that okay? And I'm like, yes. And y'all, I was so excited. And, like, I almost screamed on the phone. I was like, oh, my gosh, is this happening? So she told me she would email me all the information on my flight information, what I needed to dress like, what I needed to bring. So I had about 3 weeks to prepare for it, and my interview went well. I'm not going to tell y'all how it went just yet. You're going to have to stay tuned for the next video. So, thanks guys for watching, and I will talk to y'all soon. Stay tuned. Bye.